Alert as follows, comrades. This is an early alert of supposed activity this weekend on the 4th of July that would cause harm to our people on a very large scale. The Huey P. Newton Gun Club has received intel from two credible sources that multiple white nationalist groups / militias are planning a nationwide attack on all of our people over the 4th of July weekend. The sources could not confirm the motives of the nationalists, but they might be tied to the events that have recently happened with the taking down of Confederate symbols across the United States and the retaliation against police brutality across the United States as well. We as a preparedness group should take this threat very seriously for two reasons. One, for the events that have sparked the epicenter in Minnesota with the murder of George Floyd, and the sudden spike of Klan recruitment in the southern states the past 3 months. Please do not take this threat lightly. Okay? Over the past couple of months, there has definitely been a spike in recruitment in this area. It is my job to pay attention to these things, and I have. There's also been an uptick in rhetoric online, threats from these different militia groups. And again, this is not a training exercise. This is real. The threat is real this weekend. Take precautions. When you're out and about with your families, you should avoid large crowds of people, which shouldn't be hard because we're still on coronavirus protocol. So staying away from large crowds should be easy. Most of the fireworks events and so forth, I believe, have been canceled. If not, you may want to consider staying away from those things. And I know, like myself, we're not celebrating the 4th of July, but I know people and their children like to see fireworks and may want to go out anyway. I would advise you not to do it while you're out. Be on the lookout for anyone that looks suspicious. Yeah, a white person wearing a coat or anything that doesn't look appropriate for the weather, because they might be carrying a firearm up under that jacket or whatever. Also, any packages or anything like that that might be sitting around with no one attending it. Just like they announce in the airports, if you see a package, no one around it, get away from it. Avoid being near trash cans, trash bins, things like that, because these white nationalists and white supremacists have been known to put bombs inside those things with nails in them and things like that. So the bottom line is protect your family at all times. Be on the lookout. We all should be on a heightened state of awareness anyway with everything that's going on around the country right now. But this weekend, you need to be on an extra high state of alert. This threat is real. This is not some conspiracy theory or anything like that. This information comes from credible sources down through the Huey P. Newton Gun Club. And it is important that you take whatever steps you deem necessary to protect yourselves and your families. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. This weekend, I will be available. I will be in town. I was planning on going out of town, but I will not. I will be in town the entire weekend. We are on a high state of alert. Again, everybody to be safe out there. And again, take this threat very seriously.
Jim Allison has found what the Grand Arch is pointing to. Are you ready for this? It points to the birthplace of Isis in Dendera, Egypt. This tiny, unassuming temple out and back of the larger Hathor temple is known as the traditional birthplace of Isis. The location of the small cube within the larger enclosure matches the azimuth where the Grand Arch is facing. Remember that the heliacal rising of Sirius was the basis of the ancient Egyptian calendar. Well, here is where all of that started. This is where ancient Egyptian priests saw her bright star rising just before the dawn, signaling the beginning of a new year. Isn't it amazing that the Champs-Élysées and Pennsylvania Avenue share the same astronomical orientation with this tiny backwater in modern Egypt? Backwater it may be today, but symbolically it's the holiest place in the cult of Isis.
interno al meccanismo del padrone, ma tu non sai vedere la tua sottomissione. L'antifascismo è rosso e non lo deleghiamo, fiducia nello Stato non ne abbiamo. Padroni fascisti, per voi non c'è domani, si stanno organizzando i nuovi partigiani. Padroni fascisti, ancora fiscalmente